Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be bringing you guys another Washington football team training camp recap, and today was day 2, so I'll be bringing you guys highlights, talking about some of the biggest takeaways of today, a little bit of an injury update, and much more. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. It would mean a ton if you would help me get there. Also, go follow my Twitter. So now let's get into the highlights from today. I got some highlights from Dyami Brown. There's a 40-yard touchdown pass in there. I think that will be the first clip. We got some highlights from Terry, Fitz, Taylor Heinicke, Jarrett Patterson, Dax Milne, and much more. So let's get right into those highlights.
Get rid of it, Kyle. Get rid of it. We go deep. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that's a good catch. Oh, good dude.
Okay, so those were some of the highlights from today. That you guys saw that 40-yard touchdown from, I think, Kyle Allen to Dyami Brown. Now let's get into a quick injury update. So Washington tight end Ricky Seals-Jones went down today and was in pain. I do not think he got carted off. I think he walked off, but obviously needed to be helped off the field. So that is something to monitor because he is competing for that third tight end spot. We know Logan Thomas and John Bates are going to make the roster, and they're probably going to keep 3 tight ends. So it's up to, Ricky Seals-Jones, Sammis Reyes, Tamarick Hemingway, really for that last tight end spot. So, unfortunately for him, might be out for a few weeks. We'll see. Really got no update on that. So we'll see how, what happens with him, and hopefully he's okay. And Curtis Samuel, he's on the PUP list, but he was doing some things on the field, catching some passes, not running routes, but just catching some passes from Fitzpatrick, doing a little bit of jogging, but no actual, team drills because he's still on the PUP list. So, we'll see. Hopefully in the next couple weeks he can be taken off that list. So now let's get into some of the biggest takeaways and some big plays that happened today. So Ron Rivera in his press conference said that Ryan Fitzpatrick and Taylor Heinicke are competing for the starting job, and Kyle Allen will have a chance to join that competition when he recovers more from his ankle injury. He's still recovering, so we will see, but I do still think at the end of the day it will be Ryan Fitzpatrick who wins the job. He's been getting most of the first team reps, although Taylor Heinicke, the first day Fitzpatrick got every single first team rep. Today, Heinicke got some first team reps, so that's good to see that, Ron Rivera is saying it's a quarterback competition, and you can't really say that when Fitzpatrick is getting all the first team reps, so it's good to see that Heinicke got at least a few. He didn't get most of them, but got like 4 or something like that. So it's good to see Heinicke get some first team reps. We'll see though, but from a lot of, different accounts, Fitzpatrick was really good, and, Tan Todd Podcast said, if you ask me, Fitzpatrick had the best day today. He looked good, Heinicke wasn't bad, and Allen was solid as well. I think JP Finley said the same thing in his tweet, saying that, Fitzpatrick had a really crisp session, and he also was developing some good chemistry with Terry McLaurin, so you love to see that. And you also like to see that the other quarterbacks are looking good as well. Ron Rivera even said that he really likes this group, and he thinks he has a really good quarterback room. So that's good to hear, and it's good to hear that Fitzpatrick is looking good, because if we want to have a successful season, our quarterback play is going to have to be pretty good. I think he did have 1 pick, but, Terry McLaurin slipped on the route, so not really his fault. But overall, not a bad day at all for the offense. So now let's talk about some other takeaways. And it looks like, Fitzpatrick got about, 75%-ish of the first team reps, and Steven Montez even got some reps at quarterback. Not obviously first team reps, but did get some reps. We'll see how this quarterback competition develops in the next few weeks, if Heineke gets some more first team reps or if it stays about the same. So some other, something else to talk about is Ryan Fitzpatrick and Adam Humphries, the chemistry that they have. And Rhiannon Walker from The Athletic says he's easily been his favorite target so far, and they run a wicked two-man game with Humphries out of the slot. So it's good to hear. I mean, that they've played together, obviously in Tampa Bay for a couple years there, and Adam Humphries had his best years there. So it's good to hear that Ryan Fitzpatrick and Adam Humphries, still have some good chemistry. And some people have said that they think Adam Humphries isn't going to make the roster. I've been saying it for a while. I definitely think Adam Humphries will make this roster, not only because he's proven slot receiver in this league, but also he has great chemistry with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it's going to help ease the transition from Fitzpatrick's last offense to this one, having Adam Humphries as one of his slot receivers. So I definitely think Adam Humphries is going to make the roster, and I honestly think we already know the 5 receivers, or at least 5 of the receivers that are going to make the roster, in Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Dyami Brown, Adam Humphries, and Cam Sims. As long as those guys are healthy, I really do think those guys will end up making the roster. But good to hear the chemistry is still there between those two. J.D. Mckissick made a great catch over Cole Holcomb. Holcomb did have good coverage, which he improved on from his first to second year, which I love. McKissick just made a great play versus tight coverage, and I think Fitzpatrick was the quarterback on that play. But McKissick still, I don't think he's gonna have the same production he had last year, just because Alex Smith checked down the ball a ton, and so did Dwayne. But I think he'll still have a big impact this year on this football team. So 11v11s, there's been a bunch of different combinations at free safety, strong safety. This time, Bobby McCain was at free safety, Cameron Curl was at strong safety. So many different combinations. There's been some with Cameron Curl at strong safety and Bobby McCain at free safety, like this one. There's been some with Landon Collins at strong safety, Cameron Curl at free safety. There's been Bobby McCain and Landon Collins, combination. So I would not read too much into it right now. We will see once, in a couple weeks, especially once preseason starts, what's actually happening. Good to see Benjamin St. Juste getting some reps with the first team, but he did get beat by Dyami Brown on that 40-yard touchdown. That was Benjamin St. Juste guarding him, and we'll talk about that 40-yard touchdown real quick. I mean, that's what Dyami Brown needs to add to this offense, and that's what he did at UNC. I mean, he just had so many big play touchdowns, which is what this offense definitely needs. So I'm excited to see what he can do this year. And he's had a bunch of big plays so far in, rookie mini camp, OTAs, and now training camp. So I'm really glad to see that, and let's hope it continues. So now, kind of like what we did yesterday, we'll kind of go play by play a couple things here and there. So, Cole Holcomb, Jamin Davis, and Bostic were the starting linebackers, and that's all we've heard. The safeties and stuff have been way different, but so far it's been the same combination of linebackers with the starters. Fitzpatrick got a nice catch to John Bates. Good to see. Bates could have a big impact this year as their second tight end. Shakatoni actually had a nice rush to the quarterback, which would have been a sack. He also had a pass deflection. So, both of those guys, Shakatoni and William Bradley King, so far, both have had solid days. So, they're fighting for roster spots, and we need a third guy as our defensive end to step up. So hopefully they do it again. Schweitzer had another nice block as well. You guys can see McKissick's tough catch right here. And Sadiq Charles got some work at guard. I think he got some first team work as well. I'm not sure at guard or tackle, but he did get some first team reps. I really think he's got a ton of talent, just got to stay healthy. It's good that he's been healthy so far, but let's see it through camp and through preseason, because I really think he has a good chance to be a good guard in this league. I'm excited to see what he does, what he continues to do. Steven Montez got some reps, looked solid. Let's see. Sam Cosmi had some great footwork. You guys see another combination at safety right here with Curl and McCain. McLaurin and William Jackson were having some battles today, and even Troy Apke had a nice play. I think I put that play in the highlights. He had a nice pass breakup on Deandre Carter. You know, he's playing at cornerback. Doubt he makes the roster, but he definitely has a better chance of making the roster at cornerback than safety. Here's the Dyami Brown deep shot that I was talking about earlier from Kyle Allen. That was a really nice throw by him and great catch. Cam Sims has been, doing pretty good so far. I mean, he's been known to, play really well in training camp, but finally had a good season last year. Fitzpatrick had a nice pass to Logan Thomas. It's going to be interesting to see if they do have some, red zone drills, if, how Logan Thomas and Fitzpatrick are gelling, because Logan Thomas was a beast in the red zone last year, and even in training camp last year, we were hearing all about that. One thing, Heineke had a nice completion to Deandre Carter, and I've been hearing his name a lot, Deandre Carter's name a lot, so maybe he has a chance to possibly make this roster. I don't know. I mean, maybe if they want to keep him as a 7th receiver, put him at kick returner and punt returner, if they don't have any other options, because the other option that could possibly make the roster is Dax Milne. That's something we need to monitor. Who's going to be that punt returner and kick returner? Terry had another nice catch. He had a catch over William Jackson, so that's good to hear right there. So overall, nothing too big happened today, which is good. You do not want to hear injury news. There's injury news all over the NFC East. I mean, Dak has this shoulder problem. We'll see how that progresses. Giants guard Shane Lemieux, he's projected to be their starter. He was carted off the field. Brandon Brooks from the Eagles had an injury. We only had one injury, and it was our, a third or fourth tight end. So hopefully that continues. But yeah, besides that, nothing big today. Another good day of practice. Dyami Brown had that nice play. And no other huge plays besides that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, share the video with your friends, and subscribe if you guys are new. Peace.